Good morning, folks. We're here at the Body Exchange, 175 North Young Street in Ormond Beach, Florida. This is the Brock Man for bodybuildingfitnessandfigure.com. We're here today to interview veteran competitor Mr. Jim Arthur. So let's step inside and check his new facility out here in Ormond Beach. This is a state-of-the-art operation here. As we step inside the Body Exchange, we're here with the proprietor, Mr. Jim Arthur. Jim is a veteran competitor. He's preparing for the 2012 season. Jimmy, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Mike. Thanks.
Jimmy, can you tell us a little bit about your new business here that's here in Ormond Beach?
Yes, I opened up a personalized fitness facility called the Body Exchange. I opened it in September. I had quite a following before I opened, and it's always been a passion of mine to run and own a gym and teach others what I know, share that passion with them. So I decided, why not open one just for myself and my clients. I have a few trainers here as well that also train people, and it's more geared for one-on-one than it is anything else.
All right, Jimmy. Can you tell us, 2012 season started a few months ago. We're already here now in the middle of May. I know you're prepping now for the 2012 season. Could you tell us a little bit about your prep and how many weeks out are you from your first show?
Yes, as far as this season goes, I'm really looking forward to this season. This will be the first year that I can compete in the over 50 Masters class. So it's going to be very interesting. I know there's a lot of real good competitors that I've been looking forward to going up against. My first show will be the Central Florida, which is in about 2 weeks. And after that, I'll do probably one a week for the next 6 weeks, ending with the southern states the middle of July.
Well, Jimmy, you always come in ripped to the bone. You always bring your A game. I know from watching you over the past years, your conditioning is second to none. I've never seen a guy as conditioned as you bring your physique in. Could you tell us some of your past shows that you've done well in?
Yes, I've done the Central Florida years ago when I was a kid, in my 20s, and I won the heavyweight class in the Central Florida, and I did also the Seminole Classic about 20-some years ago and won the light heavyweight class there. And I took a hiatus from it, got into powerlifting for a while, and actually got into cycling and triathlons, and when I was in my mid-40s I decided to make a return because I had missed lifting the weights, and the first show I did was the Debbie Crook Classic, and I won the Masters over 40 in that. And then the following year I did the Masters over 40 Florida. I placed third in that. And 2 years ago I did the Gainesville show. I won that, and I did the Masters over 40 Florida again and got third in that. And this year I want to try to be like you, Mike. I don't know of any other competitor that competes as much as you. So I'm going to probably try for 6 shows this summer. Well,
you know what? I can remember when I used to only do 2 shows a year. Then I moved that up to 4, and I thought, wow, And then I did 5 years in a row where I did 7 a year, which blew me away. And then of course last year I did 10. I don't expect anybody to, you need a lot of things going your right way, a lot of that stuff to fall into place. And so I was very blessed to have no injuries, to have the time off, and of course to have the money to do my shows. But I'm going to wish you the best of luck, in your venture, and it's definitely going to be a journey. 6 shows. That's it's a tough task, keeping that diet from show to show to show. And but I know you got the willpower. You're one of the most tremendous athletes that I've known. You're not just a bodybuilder. To me, you're an all-around superstar, because a lot of people don't know you're bicycling, you're wrestling, you're a former Marine. To me, you're at the top of the scale. So what? Can you show us around your facility a little bit?
Yes, definitely. What I have here in the front, I have set up circuit training, where you go from one machine to the next, and this is mostly selectorized, plate loaded. Plate loaded is in the other room, but I put a lot of clients on this where they go from the largest body part to the smallest, following the system all the way around like a circuit. I have a few pieces of cardio equipment here. This room right here is about 1,000 square feet, and it's designed perfectly for one-on-one training. I have maybe 3 trainers at one time with their clients in here, so it never gets real crowded. We stay out of each other's way. I've got a line of dumbbells on the back wall over there. I have a dressing room, a bathroom, and if you want to go inside this other room here, this is where I have all the free weights and my functional training with the medicine balls, the ropes, the bands, so forth, the BOSU ball. Get a lot of functional training in this room in here. I have one trainer in here now with a client, and this is Ryan King, by the way. He's a men's fitness competitor. He's competing in the southern states. It'll be the biggest show of the year in Florida in July, and he's going Masters over 40 division. Every show that Ryan has been in so far, he's placed in. So he's doing real well this year. He's going to represent us.
Ryan, can you give us a sneak peek at that 8-pack?
8-pack? I don't know quite an 8-pack.
Oh, very impressive, very impressive. Can you tell the folks back at bodybuildingfitnessandfigure.com, I know you just recently competed, I believe it was in the Europa?
Yes, sir.
Could you tell us where you placed and how you felt being in such a big show?
Oh, it was great. It was an honor just to be there. With Jim Holcomb took first, was sharper that day. I was happy to get second.
That was a big show, with all the IFBB pros, with all the different sponsors and vitamin supplement companies and all there. I did that show myself back in 2009, and when you're there backstage with the pros, you feel like a pro.
Oh, yeah. It's a great experience.
And you did well. To be there with them guys, with the best. I believe a lot of them guys are at the USA today, the Junior USA. But you did terrific. My prediction is there is a pro card in the future for you, and because you're standing right there with the best.
Yeah, Ryan is doing real good this year. Every show that he competes in is getting better and better. His stage presence is getting better. His posing, his smile, the way he walks, everything. He's just forming into a really good fitness competitor.
Yeah, he brings a full package, from head to toe. There's not a flaw in his physique. It's just a matter of just keep coming back every time and bringing that same package, and you just never know, because you have a different line of judges at each show, who they're going to pick. So, but to be there in that top 5, top 3, that's a winner right there.
Yeah, hopefully we can both do that at every show we can in this year.
Now, let me ask you a question, Jim. Is there any other competitors that you have on your team here at the Body Exchange?
Right now, since it's a real small facility, there's just 2 of us, and that's myself and Ryan. I don't know if I want to get into fully running a team, so to speak, like a bikini team or anything like that. I have to pay a lot of attention to my clients. That's my bread and butter. I do this as a hobby and to promote my business with titles. It always helps and everything. And my clients see that I can lose weight and I can gain weight, build muscle, whatever I want to do to my body, and I try to help them that, hey, they can do the same thing. Show them the way through proper nutrition and so forth. So if I were to actually own a team, I think I would be taken away from my clients.
And with me, I love my job because I probably do it for free to some extent, being in the gym and love working out. But have the dream job to be able to come all day and work with people that were getting ready for shows, especially when you're competing. That's a perfect world that doesn't exist. But it's a good pastime, and it's great if you get a client. I think where we're at right now, Jimmy and I, that looks like they have potential. Instead of saying, hey, I'm going to keep them and take the credit for their talent, I'd give them to Cheryl Brown for their bikini in Orlando, or doing figure, or someone who's an expert in that field that could
like a referral.
How much do I know about the bikini world?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
And how many girls are going to come in here to lose 30 pounds that have the ability to do it? Not a lot. So that's what it's at.
That's actually pretty big of him to say, because there are a lot of guys out there that will take the money and write you a bogus cookie cut diet, whatever. If Ryan feels that, regardless of what it's going to do for him, if he feels that person is better off in somebody else's hands, he'll pass them over. He wants the best for that person. Right.
Well, I know both of you guys got the passion for, for the sport. You put a lot of effort and time into it. The facility here is A+. It's one of the best in the area. I suggest to all the athletes out there, male and female, to look you guys up. Jim, is there a phone number and maybe an email address that the folks back at Bodybuilding, Fitness, and Figure and on the internet can contact you?
Yes, there is. You can get me a couple different ways. You can get me through email at jimsbodyexchange@gmail.com, or you can get me on my personal cell, 386-295-1605.
And Ryan, is there any way any of the athletes out there can get a hold of you?
My direct number is 386-675-3690, and my email is ryanfitnessking@gmail.com.
Okay, fellas, for the Muscle Box TV network and the Brockman, Bodybuilding, Fitness, and Figure.com, we wish you both the best of luck for the remaining 2012 season. Jimmy, for your first show coming up, we wish you the best of luck. I know I don't want to go up against you on stage, but I know I'm going to have to, so that's a given. But
you got all the tricks, though, Mike. You're inspiration. You are inspiration. When I see a guy do 7 and 10 shows a year for years, that inspires me. That, believe it or not, Mike, that is part of the reason I'm doing so many this year. Because I say to myself, if Michael Elias can do it, I know I can stay in that kind of condition.
That's a true story.
And that gives me drive and force. That gives me focus. That gives me that tunnel vision.
Well, thank you so much, fellas. You guys give me the inspiration. A lot of athletes out there really don't know how much inspiration you guys give me. And, every little bit takes you to the next show, takes you through the next diet. And just to watch everybody else achieve their dreams is it's an inspiration for me. Jimmy, can you take us into that next room? Thank you, Ryan, for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, in here we have the functional training room, and there's a lot of free weights in here. There's a lot of plate-loaded equipment in here, some boxing equipment over against this wall. We do a lot of martial arts classes in here. We do some judo, some jiu-jitsu. And I don't know if you can look pan at some of the trophies on the wall. I've actually competed in competitive martial arts, whether it's kickboxing, taekwondo, judo, cycling. I've done almost triathlons, almost every sport you can think of. And one of the big reasons I've been so well is the weightlifting and the bodybuilding has taught me the discipline to keep my body conditioned to be able to do anything at any time.
Well, you know what, Jimmy, your facility here, like I said before, is second to none. It's an A-class facility. It's one that I dream in my heart someday that I can accomplish and have just like you have. I can't see any other reason. If you want personalized individual training, this is the place to come. I mean, because with all your years' experience and your dedication and your love just to help people, I know nobody can go wrong here, and they eventually will become a champion. So for Muscle Box TV, the Brockman, Bodybuilding, Fitness, and Figure.com. Jimmy, before I leave, could you tell the folks, is there anybody you'd like to thank?
Yes, there's a few people I would like to thank. Number one, Mike, you for giving me the inspiration in doing this interview. And I would like to, of course, thank Ryan King, because looking at him walk around shredded year-round and having his support is really fantastic, and it's keeping me on my toes. And I would like to thank my new girlfriend as well, because she will not let me eat junk. She doesn't eat it around me, doesn't drink around me, and at this particular time in my life, getting ready for the shows, I need that kind of discipline.
But you're very blessed in that respect.
Well, thank you.
All right, Jimmy, take care, and we love your facility. And for the Brockman, the Muscle Box TV network, and Bodybuilding, Fitness, and Figure.com, we're out of here. Bye-bye.